Mohandas Gandhi is one of the great moral leaders of our time and is known today as the Mahatma, meaning the great soul. Let us start our own journey of enlightenment and see what lessons we can learn from this great teacher. Hello scholars, I'm Captain Daniel Johnston, the founder of Wiggin Leadership Academy. Today's principle I'm going to share with you is the importance of leaders practicing proper time management. While punctuality is an important part of running a smooth operation, a couple of minutes here or there is not really going to matter that much in the grand scheme of things. This principle is not really about the time, but about what the time represents, which is respect. Leaders have a lot of demands on their time, which means they need to be better at managing it than the average person. Having those demands on their time does not mean that they have an excuse to waste everyone else's time by being late or delayed on a regular basis. Leaders have access to a lot of resources to accomplish their goals. The one resource that every leader is limited by is time. So those leaders who can learn to manage it a little bit better will accomplish more. It's as simple as that. Mohandas Gandhi is most well known as the leader of the great non-violent movement that freed the country of India from British rule. As a younger man, Gandhi was elected as a representative in the Indian National Congress. He used this power to fight oppressive British laws in India and advocate for Indian economic independence. It was during this time in his life that he developed and began to promote his peaceful non-cooperation protest movement that would eventually change the world. In fact, in 1922, it was his open defiance of the British rule of law through his peaceful protest that resulted in Gandhi being sent to prison for over 2 years. There's much about Gandhi's leadership that we could learn from, but it's actually an attribute that was shown during his time in prison that I want to focus on. That is, his dedication to time management. A relatively unknown fact about this great leader was that one of the only material possessions that he kept after vowing a life of simplicity and service was his watch. Gandhi was aware of and infuriated by the stereotype of Indians always being late. He felt strongly that if they were ever to progress as a people, they needed to learn the value of their time. Simply put, time was tied to his philosophy of trusteeship, the belief that just as we do not own our own wealth but are trustees of it, and thus have to use it wisely, similarly, we are trustees of our time. He wrote to this effect saying, "You may not waste a grain of rice or a scrap of paper, and similarly, a minute of your time. It is not ours, it belongs to the nation, and we are trustees for the use of it. One who does less than he can is a thief." If we keep a timetable, we can save ourselves from the last mentioned sin indulged in, even unconsciously. For this reason, Gandhi famously had no tolerance for tardiness from anyone, including himself. This became more clear than ever during his time in prison. Gandhi dedicated his hours to serving his followers and improving himself. It is reported by those close to the Mahatma, during his stints in jail as a prisoner, Gandhi would often write more than 50 letters a day, even when his thumb and elbow ached. In addition to spinning, reading the Gita or works by John Ruskin, learning Urdu, cooking, and cultivating his passion for astronomy. Some of you may be thinking, Gandhi accomplished so many amazing things. Why are we talking about his time management skills? But that is exactly the point. Gandhi has many amazing leadership attributes, but his ability to manage his time so efficiently is what allowed him to develop into the leader that was able to achieve those great feats, including the liberation of the Indian people. Gandhi understood that leadership itself is a responsibility that comes with the expectation that the person accepting this role will use their time appropriately. They should show up on time, be prepared, and support their organization in any way necessary. If you do not understand this concept, then you risk losing the respect of your team and letting important duties slip through the cracks. Effective time management means that you are in control of your day, and the tasks of your day are not in control of you. It means that you have deliberately decided what deserves your time. As a leader, your time is not just important to you, but it's important for your people. They count on you making good decisions with how you spend your time in order for them to be able to do their job. It is your responsibility to fill your day with tasks that move the mission forward and provide necessary support for your people, and not just fill up your calendar with the first things that come along. The discernment of what to spend your time on and what not to will not be something that you magically have from the beginning. So just make sure you ask yourself while you're going through your day, what is the ultimate reason I am in this meeting or completing this task? The good you can do for your people if you manage your time properly is incalculable, and it just takes a little bit of effort on your part. Thank you for watching. Much of what I go over in my lessons can be found in my book, Mission First, People Always, which is available for purchase through the link in the description of the video. If you enjoyed today's video and want more leadership lessons, then make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.